I quit my high-paying job in the tech industry and moved to Montana to pursue my dream of starting my own whiskey distillery. Just around $25,000 to my name and a few pieces of equipment I brought with me. We're starting from scratch. Will our whiskey distillery be successful? We'll find out. This is Whiskey RP. Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to Whiskey RP. Today we're going to use our cultivator that we bought. We're going to head on over to the field where we had the sugar beets and the soybeans, and we're going to get that all cultivated up so that we can plant another crop. Still haven't decided what we're going to do in there, but we need to make sure we're making money because we got some things to talk about later on. But yeah, this will take a little bit of time. Not the biggest cultivator for this large of a field. We already delivered our sugar for the month to Hoot's place, so we got that all taken care of over there. And now it's time to just, work on the farm. So the next thing we're going to do is plant the fields, but I wanted to show you a little bit of work that we did. We made a little bit of a road. It was a little rough of a grind. It cost a little bit of cash, but it looked pretty good. We'll see it a little bit better as we're using the seeders and the planter later on today. But I definitely wanted to add that in there as a nice cut across to the store and separate this field into two since we're going to be using at least two crops in it moving forward. And we're going to go big. We're going to go with the sugar beets in this field to make us even more money and rotate what we put in the other field. The soybeans were very nice to get us a jump start, but I think we might start producing barley just to start getting a stockpile of it for our whiskey. So we'll get the sugar beets planted. We definitely want this for a nice source of income, as well as it's going to be an ingredient for that yeast plant when we get that very soon. So we'll get this planted and we'll get going. Well, we just got finished planting the sugar beets. It's looking really good. And I was wanting to take a look at what Isaac was doing. We did, want to look into potentially buying this field. Black beans this year, huh? Those look nice. Taking care of this field nice. We haven't helped him at all this cycle. A little disappointed we didn't hear from him for an offer for a contract, but, that's okay. We got our own stuff going on. I think it's time to get the seeder and get going on the rest of that field and get it planted. But we took a nice lunch break there before planting because, needed to get a little bit of time to do our own stuff and make sure we're refreshed after all that hard work. Oh, look, phone's ringing. 1 second. Hello?
Hey, Chris, it's Ken.
Hi, Ken. How's it going?
Well, I have some good news. Your grant was approved. You just need to finalize the paperwork.
Oh, so they did approve it. Okay. Both?
So to get the new loan, you first need to pay off the sugar mill, then it's yours.
But we need some money. Okay.
Just save up until you have that paid off.
Thank you so much for helping out with that.
No problem. I can't wait to sample some of that whiskey.
Absolutely. Have a good day. Well, interesting development there. Okay, so after we finished our online course that we were taking, we mentioned a while back, we found out about grants and loans, the agricultural grants and the agricultural loans that they have in town in the state of Montana. And the fact that we're a startup farm that is very newly established and we've started to show proof of income that we can sustain ourselves, we've qualified for both a grant, a small $50,000 grant, as well as a $200,000 loan. The loan has yearly installment payments. We'll find out more detail on that when we sign the paperwork, but we only have to pay it once a year for a 10-year term. So it gives us a good amount of time to pay it back, but my goal will absolutely be to pay that off as fast as possible. So that's going to definitely help. $250,000 to really help us get established with the vineyard. And I think that's what we'll put all of that money towards. Maybe a couple sheds or so to extend the farm because we're running out of storage right now. In desperate need of that. It's very exciting. The stipulation that you probably heard in the phone call was that we do have to pay off that $40,000 loan before we can get the new loan. The grant we can get right away. We'll just have to finish the paperwork for that or sign the paperwork. But the rest of it is definitely going to become in handy. We're not going to make as much money off of the beans on this because it's a smaller field, but it'll definitely still help. The sugar beets are going to help. Oh man, excited. This is going to speed up our progress. Yeah, let's bust this out. Looking good. This field is planted. Some more soybeans. Gonna be really profitable, I think. I think we're going to check on our silage next. See if that's ready. It would be real nice if we're able to sell that today. Pay off that loan. We're just short of paying off the loan. We owe $40,000 still. And I actually should call them and find out what the difference is in interest as well. Wasn't too long of a loan, so I'm hoping it's only a couple, maybe $1,000, maybe $1,500 extra dollars for the interest. Yeah, we'll find out though. Well, the silage is ready. We got it all loaded up, and man, we need to wash this truck. Maybe if we have a little bit extra money, we can get a little pressure washer for that. Yeah, oh, nice. We get to take our new road. Look at this. Can't wait for the grass to start growing back in over here so it looks more established and more natural. Very nice. But see, this nice little cut across here gets us real quick into town for where we do most of our business. Let's go get this sold. We should definitely have enough to pay off the rest of the building and get the grant and new loan established. As long as we don't cause a new lawsuit with wrecking the truck. 91,000 liters. This should be pretty good here. And we got quite a bit left at home to sell. Let's see. Nice $50,000 payday. Definitely going to get us out of that debt. All right, here we are with that second load. 70,000 liters left. So it'll be a good amount of money as well. Not as big as that first one, but should be pretty good money. Yeah, just about 40,000. Let's get home, get on the phone with the loan department, and get this all settled. Just got off with the loan department, and it was $3,000 in interest. So we are sitting at $43,000 to pay off that loan, and that's all established. So now let me get a hold of the grant. I'll get that submitted online here. And we'll go from there for our next steps. Well, they were able to wire the money real fast for that grant. That is sweet. Now that we have that loan paid off as well, we can also get the new loan established. And let me find out the payments on that first before we make that decision. All right, we went ahead and settled on it. We decided to go ahead with the loan. It was 7.5 interest for 10 years with annual payments. So next June we will owe just under $30,000. It's $29,137 is the payment. But we'll see as much as we can pay off with that. I think some of the things we're going to do with this money is, yeah, reestablish this area here, expand a little bit on the farmyard. But I think it's time to get our first vineyards going. Very exciting. You see, a good amount of our money's gone. We spent a lot on this. So the grapes are growing. We'll have to figure out exactly how to maintain these and all the equipment we're going to need. Fertilization's going to be a big thing. Yeah, I don't know much about this. It's going to be time to learn and read. But it's getting established here. We got a little bit of money for equipment. Hopefully we get more money coming in before we need all the equipment because this costs a little more than I anticipated. We might have overdone it. All right, that's all the time we have for this episode. Let me know what you think of this series. It's going to be fun to make. Hit the subscribe and like button if you want to catch all of these episodes as we pursue our dream to create a whiskey distillery. It's going to be fun. We got some cool ideas along the way to pull off. I'll catch you on the next one.